Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman, at this busy time of year. Very, very busy. Hope all is well, everybody. I hope everybody, this is the last Sunday before Christmas. Christmas is upon us. Wednesday is Christmas Day. We'll all be busy. I'll be working tomorrow, Monday, probably a long day. I'm going to work my day off on Tuesday, my scheduled day off, to get those packages delivered. Yes, just got a picture from my friend who's at the post office working Sundays. And she said, oh my God, there's a lot of packages out for delivery today and already being ready to be sorted for tomorrow. So lucky us, but lucky everybody out who's going to be getting those packages. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian. Just wanted to do a video before the Cowboy game. Not sure if we were going to do a stream tonight before the game. I will be streaming the Cowboy game tonight, but I will not be streaming at all during the day today because I got to go out and finish up, or hopefully finish up my Christmas shopping. Did a little dent last night, but anyway, wanted to go over some of the the scores. Obviously, we already touched on because we live streamed. Chargers took care of the Broncos to tie the division. Oh no, the division's going to the Chiefs, who won again yesterday, 14-1. But it looks like Chargers and Broncos are both in line to fight for their playoff spot at 9-6. Very, very big win for the Chargers. The Chargers get the job done. Looking at some of the scores from yesterday, I was working, then went shopping. The Chiefs beat the Texans 27-19. Ravens handled the Steelers 34-17. Now, before we preview today's games, I want to first and foremost thank none other than Clemente Espinoza. What's up, Clemente? You took care of your boy. I saw this cup at the Dallas Cowboys team shop in Frisco, but I have bad luck with shipping mugs back home. I have better luck just leaving them on my carry-on, but I forgot to grab it. And lo and behold, Clemente gives me a Christmas present with some beef fajita rub. You'll have to let me know what I should use that with, or how to use it. And is it like more of a seasoning? Do I rub my meat with it? Pause. I mean, I have an idea, but let me know what you do with it. Clemente, shout out to the channel member. Anybody that wants to be a channel member, just look at the blue link on my homepage. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas, my man. Thank you very much. And the liquid gold tastes oh so good in an America's team, a coffee cup. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Clemente. Appreciate you, my man. I really do. That was unnecessary, but I will take it. Thank you, sir. Moving on. Like I tell the local team here, the Eagles fans, a lot of great Eagle fans around here. And I said great, Eagles fan base is passionate. Some go over the line, like every fan base, but most of them are good people. So, and I tell them that the most important thing you could possibly wish for at this point, I know you want the 1 seed, and greed this time of year can get a little out of control, but what you really should want is to stay healthy. And I got a list of more injuries. From yesterday. Chris Jones, pretty significant calf strain. MRI coming. Hold your breath, Chiefs fans, because if you lose Chris Jones, he's been the missing link when it comes to Super Bowls. When he's in, he's the one that's causing havoc at key moments. Make no mistake. That's a fact. Joey Porter Jr., the guy that I wanted to get. We didn't need a corner that year that we wanted to draft. We drafted Mozzie, who's playing better a little bit. Joey Porter Jr., knee injury. again, any knee injury now pretty much wipes you out unless it's a mild tweak, but this doesn't appear to be that. Tank Dell. Tank Dell. I've had a love-hate relationship with the Houston Texans. It's turned into hate as of late, and that rhymes. But definitely do not want to see a guy like Tank Dell go down with an injury. Tank Dell has a dislocated kneecap. They need to go in and see what else has been injured. Let's all pray that there's no nerve damage. That could be if I had to put money on it, it's not. I would say it's not a career ender, but for an explosive outside position like wide receiver, for any position in the NFL is explosive, but wide receiver cutting, stopping quick, explosive movements. This is not good. It's not good. Tank Dell, everybody say a prayer for Tank Dell. This is what you're trying to avoid this time of year. But I am going to quickly, and we'll probably do it again on Primetime Phil's show if we have a show. I haven't heard from him, so we might have a show leading into the Cowboy game. So stay tuned. But we're going to go, just in case. If not, we'll do it again. We are going to, and I'm going to share my screen. First, what I'll do is... Actually, we won't share the screen as of yet. But we will make the picks. Starting with, we've already covered the first few games. We're going to go with the 1 o'clock matchup. 1 o'clock matchup, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, the 6-8 Bengals. They eked out a win against the Cowboys. You know that. They got lucky with the Amani Oruwariye. There you go. If I take my time, I can get it. Decide to get involved in the block punt, or the game is basically over. And we're still fighting for a legitimate shot at a playoff. But thank you, Amani. Thank you. Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Cleveland Browns, the 3-11 Cleveland Browns. I'm going to roll with the Bengals. The Browns have mailed it in. Browns are going to... at this point, we want to, as Cowboy fans and draft picks are concerned, we want the Bengals to win this game. So we're going to have some separation. Looking at the games yesterday, no real separation. Everybody was a contender. So they're all below us meaning lower draft order, higher in the draft, not high. They're below us. They're not as good as us as far as draft picks are concerned. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons 7-7. We need Atlanta to win this game. Atlanta Falcons are 7-7. It doesn't go head to head with Dallas and Atlanta. So without getting we're not catching New York. Okay. They're going to get a top quarterback. Okay. It is what it is, people. But we can't let Atlanta catch us. Atlanta 7-7, fighting desperately for a playoffs, going with a young Michael Penix Jr. against the 2-12 New York Giants. Give me the Falcons to win a barn burner. Right, Cop? Moving along, we got the Chicago Bears 4-10 hosting the 12-2 beaten up Detroit Lions. It's going to be a very, very, very cold day. I think this is a game where the Bears are a live dog, but we're not going to pick them here. We're going to go with the Lions. I should pick the Bears because I'm so far behind in my picks, and I missed a couple yesterday that I didn't pick like an idiot. So there you go. 12-2 Lions versus 4-10 Bears. We're going to go with the Lions just because, but I think the Bears can shock them. Divisional game. Lions are reeling, but this game is going to prove a lot to me. I don't think Chicago can keep up with the scoring of the Lions, regardless of injury. Most of the injuries have come on defense, except Montgomery, the running back, who's out for the year. So Detroit, stay healthy, bro. Moving along, we got the Indianapolis Colts, the 6-8 Colts, hosting the 3-11 Titans. Again, we need the Colts to win to go to 7 so we can jump them. We're not going to catch the Titans, people. The Colts at home. Give me the Colts. They're playing good football on the cusp of a playoffs. They're not going to make it, but playing good football. I'm happy for Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, I liked him. I really liked him. And then all of a sudden he was thinking too much at the quarterback position. And I was just very concerned regarding his future. He took a couple games off, came back to normal. Jonathan Taylor's running the ball well. Give me the Colts at home against the Titans. It's still a divisional game. I'm not a big Bo Callahan fan. I mean, Will Levis fan. But, they're Tony Pollard's having a good year. There you go. Next game, we got the 4-10 Jets hosting the 8-6 Rams. Interesting game here. Very interesting game. I think I'm going to go with the Rams, but I think the Jets have a shot in this game. I do. But Rams are 8-6 versus the 4-10 Jets. Give me the Rams. Rams are fighting for playoffs. I'll always go with the team with playoff aspirations. The Jets have mailed it in. Aaron Rodgers may or may not be the quarterback of the team going forward. Jets are a mess. You think the Giants are a mess? Giants may have less wins. The Jets are way more of a mess, in my opinion. Starts at the top. I like the Giants front office slightly better, or at least the owner. The Jets, not so much. Moving along, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, 12-2 Eagles versus the 9-5 Washington Commanders. This game here, at first glance, you would say Eagles roll, right? Eagles roll. I think sorry, Eagle fans, I think you take the L today. Woke up this morning, and for your sake, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't. Again, we'll see. If the Eagles go into Washington today and smoke them, this is a huge game for Washington. They could knock Dallas out of the playoffs today. Eagles could win the division today, I think. Put in the comments. Yes. They have to win today. So, again, I have a weird feeling that the Commanders are going to come out and win. But I have no real... I don't really know. This is the Eagles' last test. If Eagles are going to lose, they're going to lose this game. They're not going to lose Dallas, and they're not going to lose against the Giants. Dallas game may be close for a little bit, but Dallas doesn't have enough right now to mess with the Eagles. So give me the Commanders. I know that's a gutsy pick, but it's a divisional game. Washington needs it. Eagles need it. Eagles are really no threat for the division with their schedule ahead. More importantly to everybody, I know you guys want the 1 seed, but more importantly, it's important to stay healthy. So if you win and get hurt, that's a loss in my opinion. If you lose and stay healthy, it's not the end of the world. I think catching Detroit and Chicago, you have to be a game ahead of them. I mean, we'll see. I think today's going to tell, because I don't think Eagles are losing after today. So I think Eagles finish with at least 14, possibly 15 wins. So shout out to the Birds. But in the end, it's all about what happens in the playoffs. So, and I'll stick with my prediction. If Eagles lose in the first round, it's a disappointment. All right? You can't have it both ways. If you lose in the first round, to me, you have, like where you sit, you're more healthier than Detroit. I think you should be able to beat Detroit at this point. That defense is just decimated. And Minnesota, Minnesota's not great. I mean, they're a good team, not great. Sorry, I know you are what your record says you are. Eagles could definitely win this game, people. Stay away from it. But I just looking at the line here. Let me look at the odds. Just curious what the odds say. Eagles. Wow, that's the over-under. Spread. Eagles the Commanders plus 3.5, plus 4. Opened up at 2.5 months ago. So not much has changed. I kind of like the Eagles by a field goal if they win. I don't think they go into Washington and blow them out, but if you can get 3.5, 4, take it. So I would definitely take the points, but I'm going to go with an upset here in Washington. Sorry, Twiz. Moving on, Carolina Panthers 3-11 versus the 7-7 Cardinals. We're not catching the Panthers. This is just what I'm telling everybody. Everybody was concerned about Dallas getting the top 5 pick. It was never going to happen. Never. 3-11 Panthers versus the 7-7 Cardinals. Panthers are playing well up until Dallas went in and spanked their ass. It happens. We're going to go with the Cardinals. Playoff aspirations, 7-7, must win in Carolina. Weird spot. I think this is a game Carolina could knock them out. They potentially could knock their ass out, but we'll see. I'm going with the Cardinals. Next game here, 4:05 start. Seattle Seahawks 8-6 versus the Minnesota Vikings 12-2. I think this is where Eagles get, if Eagles win today, this game here might be your huckleberry, because I think Seattle Seahawks, the 8-6 Seahawks, beat the Minnesota Vikings at 12-2. The 12th man takes effect. Seahawks crumble. Kick ass, and I think the Vikings crumble in Seattle. So I really love that pick today. I really do. 4:25 game, Buffalo Bills, the 11-3 Bills hosting the 3-11 Patriots. Good. Nothing's going to change here. Bills are going to smoke them. Moving along, 2-12 Raiders versus the 3-11 Jaguars. Both of these teams are going to finish ahead of us. I don't know who to pick. I really don't. Are the Raiders that bad? I don't think Crosby's playing. Let me look. Let me see. IR, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence is IR'd. I don't know how anybody could pick the damn Jags. I don't. But we're going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to go with the Jags, 3-11 Jags to get a win. The Raiders go to 2-13. I think they're going to run the ball with Tank Bigsby, Brian Thomas Jr. They got their quarterback of the future. They're going to have more to play for. Raiders are in that. You try hard, guys, but don't win. Moving on to the next game. This is a very hard game, but this is good for the Cowboys because somebody's going to win to elevate them. The 6-8 Miami Dolphins against the 6-8 San Francisco 49ers. I hear Tyreek Hill's going to play with the wrist. I think the Niners win this game. I do. I'm just hoping that the Niners pick behind us in the draft. That would be an embarrassment of riches for them to pick ahead of us. We can't beat them, and they're going to have a higher draft pick. I know it's weird thinking, but that's what I'm going to go with. I went with the Dolphins a lot. The Dolphins have let me down. I think they let me down again. I'm going to take the 49ers. Again, I don't know what's up with the Dolphins. They have more offensive weapons than any team I could remember. So, it is what it is. We're not going to touch the Monday night game, okay? So we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, the 6-8 Cowboys hosting the 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As much as I want to take Dallas, I think Dallas is going to keep it close. I think ultimately Tampa Bay wins the game. But I've seen, weirder things happen, people. I've seen weirder things happen. I just think this, like, the more desperate team, the better. I don't think Dallas can score enough points. I really don't. Dallas, the line for the Cowboy game right now is Dallas plus 4.5. Some 3.5. So anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5. We're going to go with 4. Dallas plus 4. What surprised me was the over-under. The over-under is 48.5, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 48, 48 and a half. So around 48. That's a lot. That tells me Tampa's going to score a lot. That's what that tells me. Micah Parsons is expected to play. He's ill. You can see the narrative on that. Listen, we're going to go into the mailbox here. Like I said, you might see this again if we end up having a show with Phil, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he said he's busy today. So I'm getting ready to go out shopping, so I won't be here all day. Listen, I think Dallas can win the game. I don't think they should win the game. I think that it needs to be a good game. I think another 1-point victory is in store. I'm going to take the Cowboys plus 4 points and under the 48.5. But I am going to take Buccaneers 24, Cowboys 23. Yes, that's what I'm going to take today. 24-23 Buccaneers. It could be worse than that. Buccaneers could score 31. Dallas has been hovering around 20. They got to 30 last week, so that's going to push their points for. Their basically points scored is right around 23. I think their offense will move the ball. CeeDee Lamb is banged up, obviously. They're saying no offseason surgery for CeeDee, but still banged up nonetheless. So we shall see. But I'm going to be streaming the game tonight. We're going to watch it together. We're going to see. Stay tuned for Primetime Phil. If we should have a show, we'll probably go live around 7 o'clock, maybe 6:30 if I'm home. Like I said, as soon as I get done this video, I'm going to upload it and get my butt down the road. But thank you again to Clemente Espinoza. Thanks, brother. The liquid gold tastes phenomenal in this cup. The days of winning have long since gone, but liquid gold still gets the job done. All right, everybody. Just remember one thing. I know it's a rough year, but we're always going to be. How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Talk to everybody tonight. Late.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.